2. Don Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They bring Diggs in motion. They now on 3rd down. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. A gain of 11 on
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down very close to that 1st, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Trying to sneak May. And they're going to down about contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All set now. 1st and 10. May looking to throw. He's able to get this down to the 13.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This is Henderson. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss, it's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And this is not going to do the job. They won't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Big moment here for Andres Borregales. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And that will make it a field goal game.
Certainly a great job to hit this one. We can't help but think back, though, to the one he missed earlier, how this would be tied if he could have connected in. He's hoping they can find another way to score and maybe set him up to tie it.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Nix from the gun. He's got something complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his back. Harvey. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Pass is caught at the 9. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Harvey gets it on the counter. Now right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Now Nix. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos 23, Patriots 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I don't fault that look at all take downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Henderson here from the gun. We'll call ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the out. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Douglas. 10 more yards. Complete to Demario Douglas. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. To throw, here's May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. So now they have 3rd and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Got to keep this one and go. Loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders. We'll sign for it. Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's May. Diggs with yet another catch. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Again, throw out of the gun. That one complete to Diggs. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge game that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Henderson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
May. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. They're trying for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing here, Nix. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Next, quick out wide, complete. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Next to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. There's a dive up the middle. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And they haul him down after a game of couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Back to the well again. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a look for Nix. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Cooper Kupp. Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. And he lost the football. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like when you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They put Adams in motion. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And the Rams are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
And the Rams, first down. First and goal, Los
Really
Angeles.
nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown,
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He's done it. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the second time. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. That is completed to Cup. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Looking to the left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's good.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's top. It's Kenneth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, we will have a letdown.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 30-yard line.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw again is Darnold. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Darnold to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This field in at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Williams. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his... And it's Smith. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Man in motion is Smith. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so we end up losing a couple yards. Not a good 1st down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Byron Murphy in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the ground. They're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. And the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Second and 3 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 3. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Third down and 4.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there.
Incomplete.
And they force fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Here's Darnold again. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
That's another Seahawks.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it. Don't let it go to waste.
And he searches for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing, Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.